Yeah.
Welcome home. This is the Residency Podcast. I am Jeff Tomasic with Drew Belcher and Lo Raven.
Yellow.
Bringing you the biggest guests and stories in entertainment, business, pop culture, and sports from our brand new studio on the Las Vegas Strip inside the Mandalay Bay. Make sure to subscribe on Apple, Spotify, and YouTube. This episode is presented by Mandalay Bay, and we want to send a huge congratulations to the Las Vegas Aces stars, Aja Wilson and Chelsea Gray, and the USA women's basketball team for winning a gold medal at the Olympics.
Okay.
Big time. All the Las Vegas Aces home games are played at the Michelob Ultra Arena here at the Mandalay Bay, so make sure to come get your tickets for the second half of the season. Should be incredible as always, very entertaining. If you want something a little more rowdy, then make sure to come see one of the most epic rock festivals called Psycho Vegas here, August 20 to 22nd at Mandalay Bay, featuring bands like the Flaming Lips, Thievery Corporation, and many more. Very two different entertainment venues, 100%. But if you need a sleek and sexy night with some amazing cocktails, and something a little bit more chill, then check out the best view of the Las Vegas Strip at the Skyfall Lounge every weekend here at the Delano Hotel, Thursday through Sunday. As always, we're always on property. Come holler at us in the studio in the sports book.
Yes, sir.
Let's get it going.
Here we go.
It is officially that time of year to talk some football. It's time to uncover some NFL secrets today with our big-time guest. He is a Super Bowl champion, philanthropist, Las Vegas native, and by the looks of his social media, an inspiring Instagram model for sure.
We've seen the posts.
Sure.
We've seen the
Brandon
posts.
Marshall, welcome
Yes,
to the
sir.
show, my man. What's good?
What's up, man? How you doing, brother?
We're great. How are you?
I'm fantastic.
We got shots here in front of us right now.
Yes, sir.
Because it's been birthday week for Lo and for Drew, so
Yep.
we're celebrating. So,
Cheers.
guys,
Boys'
cheers.
birthdays,
Welcome to the
cheers.
show,
Boys'
man.
birthdays, we're doing it.
Cheers,
Brandon,
guys.
thanks for coming on.
Brandon, awesome meeting you.
This is going to be big.
I'm going to sip on this.
Yeah, we're going to sip on that for sure.
I'm going to sip on that for sure.
We got a long show, guys. All right. We got a lot to unpack here. I'm excited. We're going to throw some questions at you. Really quick. Is there any better feeling in the entire world than running out on an NFL field with the crowd going nuts? Like, is that the best feeling there is?
Nah, it's actually I had a dream about it last week. I swear.
called it.
It's amazing. It's amazing. Like it's so thrilling. And I started, right? So when they call your name and then they say, "Oh, Brandon Martin," and then you just run out and you get to do whatever your little dance or whatever you're gonna do. And then you see the whole crowd go crazy, man. It's amazing.
Introductions must be insane. I remember like high school coming out and the crowd. Imagine what 20, 30,000 people.
No.
Because
Yeah,
in high school, you run out and you're going to break the little, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The piece of paper that painted on it. Yeah.
But that's your world at that moment, right?
Yeah.
But
Right.
especially home games, right? Home games must be on another level, too.
Different level. And especially in Denver, they love the Broncos in Denver. And obviously we have every sports team, but it's nothing like the Broncos in Denver. The fans just
They should sell
We're
that.
like gods
like
to
like
them.
like
Yeah, an
like in
experience?
Vegas we sell like big bottle packages. They should be like yo, you get an intro with this suite package. It's $20K for the game, but for $100,000
You can
Yeah.
run out on the field.
That'd be so sick.
that would be.
Raiders,
Like lead the charge.
Raiders, you want to do? You want to add this on? You know,
And people would pay for that.
100%.
People would pay for that.
Bro, 100%. Can
I
you
get pumped
imagine?
up when like 3 people walk past us broadcasting the podcast outside the sports book
Yeah.
and they peek
They
in,
stop
you
or
know?
they throw out like a
Think
peace
about
sign.
how many people get pumped when they bring out the bottles and their face just goes on the little monitor for 45 seconds? People think they're king of the world.
Oh, 100%.
You think about doing that at the Raiders Stadium?
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody catches a touchdown and just
But
tosses you the ball.
There's one thing of like faking it and buying it, but when you're actually on there and they know they're actually cheering for
For
you
you.
because you're starting, because their devotion to the team is so crazy high.
Yeah.
The pyrotechnics, the sheer amount of people, even
I can't imagine.
65,000 people.
Yeah.
Fire. You need that adrenaline.
Now you need it, man. It's amazing.
What's the closest thing you can get to that in real life?
You can't get to it. I've
Nothing.
been trying to find it since I stopped playing. I've been trying to find it. It doesn't exist. I've been looking for it, bro. It's not
You said
here.
you dreamt about last week. You
I
said,
dreamt
"Oh my
about
god."
it, bro. It don't exist.
Us civilians will just never know.
We'll never know.
We'll never
know.
know.
All right, we talked about high school. Okay, let's go back. You had an amazing high school career here in Vegas, which is amazing.
Vegas local.
At that point, did you think for sure you're making it to the NFL, or were you thinking of other options?
No, I never thought of any other options, to be honest with you.
Really?
I just
Okay.
always had that as my plan A. And, of course, we speak about plan Bs, right? But at the end of the day, I only thought about a plan B because somebody told me I needed a plan B.
Yeah.
Right, just in
You know what
case.
I'm saying?
Because the percentages of making it are truly
Yeah,
so
it's
small.
it's extremely low. And Vernon Fox, who's actually from Vegas, I don't know if
Okay.
you know, he played in the NFL for like 8 years. he came back because he went to Cimarron as well. He told us, he said, "Yo, y'all should have a plan B." And I get why he said it because most people won't make it.
For sure.
But when he said that to me, I was mad. I looked at him, I was upset.
He's
right?
doubting me.
I
Like,
was
why is he
mad,
doubting me?
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But I get it. I 100% get it. But, I was focused on plan A the whole time.
Wow. So you knew from the start, like, this is it. This is where I'm going. I guess you can use it.
I didn't know, but in my heart, that's what I knew I was going to pursue.
Yeah, you believed it.
Yeah.
My first day on campus at Cimarron, I told myself, the road to the NFL starts now. That's what I said. Like, that's just, I've ate, slept, and breathed football my whole life.
I feel like you kind of have to do that.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong,
100%,
it is smart to have a plan B because the percentage is so low. But if you really believe it, you just have to.
I think you got to have interests.
Yeah.
I think we all need to focus on our plan A, but like have other interests,
Right.
stuff we're interested in. Like maybe we could fall back, but like I think what they're saying is with the plan B, you kind of almost focusing on the plan B. 60% of your time go to plan A, but 40% go to plan B. No,
Yeah.
I think 100% needs to go to plan A.
150
But-
needs to go to plan
Exactly.
A.
Yeah.
But you had that in the back of your mind, like, okay, if this doesn't work, I'm gonna do this.
If you want to feel what it's like to run out on the field
Yeah, 100%.
and not be a civilian like us, you better throw plan B in the trash.
Yeah.
Did any of your teachers or coaches at Cimarron think or know that you were going to go and end up in the NFL?
Not at all.
There's not a chance, right?
But I mean, coming from Las Vegas, there's not a lot of people that really made it.
That's true.
You know
There's
what I'm
not.
saying?
There's not.
So nobody really. Unless we was in Texas or California
Yeah.
or Florida, I'm pretty sure they have guys like somebody like Von Miller. I'm pretty sure his teachers was like, okay, this guy's
going to the league.
Sure.
Yeah.
But me coming out of Cimarron, they didn't think that.
Yeah, I went to Cheyenne High School.
Yeah, okay.
Graduated in 05. I went to school with Quentin Carter,
Quentin,
who
that's
played
my guy.
who played for the Broncos
Yeah,
as
that's my
well.
guy, yep.
And even in high school, him flourishing and thriving at a high school level, no one ever really thought he's going to go to the NFL.
Well,
That's
I
like
mean,
reserved for superstars,
Look
you know?
where we're from.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, now you can see people and be like, okay, well, this guy might make it. But back then, I mean, people weren't even really getting recruited like that.
You weren't even
Yeah.
on Max Preps all day looking at all the
Nah.
Unless
stats,
you were
right?
going to like Bishop Gorman
Bishop
or Paolo
Gorman.
Verde, like you weren't
Right.
even really getting looks.
Exactly. People probably seen Tate Martell, right? It's like, okay, this guy's going to make it.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? I think that's the closest, and we see how that's.
And what happened?
Yeah.
Nothing.
That's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. You
know.
ball out at Gorman, what really happens?
Yeah.
As people know, like from high school to the NFL, that's such a long,
It's a huge
long,
gap.
long road,
Yeah, it's a
to
long
road.
get there. But that's incredible that you
Yeah.
knew that and you stuck with it.
No, for sure.
That's awesome.
Because you have to
Yeah.
dive in head first.
But I
for
always
sure.
believed though that I was gonna make it.
That's
you know
great.
what I'm saying? That's just
That's what you need.
You have to have that mentality.
Yeah.
so.
I believe that I thought
I still think you give me, a good 6 months of training and stretching and running
no problem.
in the NFL,
Look, something that we had when we talked about this episode and something that we had always wondered about being in the league, you were drafted by the Jaguars, ended up in the Broncos, and then ended up with the Raiders.
Right.
And us who've never played professional sports at all don't really know what it's like to just have to move and switch teams. What is it like to be on a team, maybe have an allegiance to a team, and then have to pick up and leave and go to another city, move your life, and then move your focus to a brand new team?
It's actually kind of crazy.
Yeah.
When I moved from Jacksonville to Denver, I was actually engaged.
Oh, wow.
And,
Oh, damn, okay.
I didn't even ask her to come with me.
Oh.
I did it, but we
Yeah.
was kind of on the
Yeah.
we was rocky. We was on the brink of like ending anyway. So Jacksonville, they wanted me to come back. So they cut me and they said, "Yo, but we want you back on the practice squad." Then Denver called me. Then Oakland called me. And then so I was like, shit, I'm going to Denver. Actually, I grew up a Broncos fan, if y'all don't know.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
I literally grew up a Broncos fan.
Yeah,
Terrell
Elway, the
Davis,
dynasty.
Elway,
Yeah.
Shannon Sharp, them was my
Ooh,
guys.
yeah.
So when they called me, they had Peyton Manning. I was like, oh, it's a no-brainer.
Absolutely.
It's a no-brainer, right? So I had to tell her, I was like, yo, just so you know, I'm going to Denver. And she was like, oh, okay. And I think she was waiting
What a
for
combo.
that. She was waiting for that. Am I coming with you?
Yeah. Like is
Am I
that a
coming
we or
with
you?
you?
You're
you
going
know how
or
it's-
we're
That was a
going?
really short sentence. I was
Yeah, 'cause we
and
was kind of staring at each other like, that looked like.
Dab it up. All right, see you later.
But no, it was kind of crazy because
So what happened with that engagement, by the way?
Oh yes, it's over.
Okay, it's
Let's
over.
go,
It's
let's
over.
go.
Okay.
Let's go.
It ended. It was.
So you would say Denver was your plan A, and you don't have a plan B. Is what you're doing. Okay.
But like guys with like kids, right? And they might be enrolled in schools.
Sure.
And the different
100%.
cities. That's probably different.
Full
That's a whole
families.
different ball game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't really have any true ties to Jacksonville like that.
So we didn't feel like that much of a sacrifice,
Nah.
especially because you obviously already were a huge fan of Denver in general.
Yeah, it wasn't a big sacrifice because I hated Jacksonville. I'm
Yeah.
gonna be real. Like, just I got cut 3 times from that team, and The coaches didn't like me for some reason. The GM thought I had an attitude problem, which was wild. Nobody's ever told me that in my entire life.
Yeah, like the nicest guy ever.
Entire life, which is crazy.
That's a great question because I think in professional sports in general, but especially the NFL, the environment and the coaching staff that you have can ideally make or break your career,
100%.
no matter your skill set
100%.
whatsoever. Do you think that was actually the biggest blessing for you? Because you went from, like you said, not having a good situation in Jacksonville to flourishing
To
in
starting,
Denver.
to play,
yeah.
I think it was my biggest blessing because, things were going it was terrible. Coaches didn't like me. I was getting cut. And I'm like, I'm not playing. But there's other guys that's playing in front of me who's not really making plays. And I'm like, we're like 1-10 at the time. Oh, my bad. We're 2-9 at the time. So I'm like, give somebody else a shot because clearly this what we have on the field is not working.
These other guys are trash. Go ahead and say it. These guys fucking suck.
Yeah, he's like, let me go make a play.
He doesn't
I will
want
make a
those
play.
guys fucking sucked.
Oh, it just
I'm
wasn't
not a math
working.
guy,
Yeah.
but 2-9 is not good.
Not
good.
Yeah.
So I went to Denver, man, and I was on practice squad for the first 16 weeks, but Von Miller ended up getting hurt. He tore his ACL. Then it was like, B, you're up next.
Yeah, next man up.
And so, they didn't really know me, but they just seen my work that I had been grinding every day, every week through practice, man.
Yeah.
And so,
And then once you
gave me
get that
a shot.
opportunity, then you thrive, right? And you start making
Yeah,
things,
but
making plays.
Yeah, if you're ready, you know what I'm
if
saying?
you're ready.
Yeah.
If you're ready. Some people get the opportunity and they just not ready physically or mentally.
Yeah.
Or the moment's too big for them.
So I always say this. I say success is when opportunity meets preparation,
Absolutely.
right?
No,
and then you
100%.
thrive.
Look, so one of my guys, man, I'm not gonna say his name, but this like he's like my little brother, and he had an opportunity a few times to solidify a starting position. He just didn't have it,
Right.
the confidence.
Go that extra step.
He didn't have that
extra mile.
confidence. He was athletic, but he didn't have that belief in himself. So it just never stuck, man.
What the biggest eye-opening moment for you, I think, when everyone's great at their level.
Yeah.
What was that first moment when you first got in the NFL and you were like, "Oh shit, everyone here is an NFL player." Like that level of talent,
Yeah,
just
intensity.
graduate-
The
like, you know
speed
what I'm
of the
saying?
game.
Yeah, the minimum
Nah.
level of talent is
Right.
so high there.
So for me, it was so when I went to college from Cimarron, right? I went to Reno. I noticed a speed difference. I'm like, these dudes is fast. So then
Everyone.
then I ended up catching up, right? So when I went to the NFL, I was like, these dudes are strong.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Ooh.
saying? So it was kind of like a little switch.
Got it.
And then so, man, what was my moment? What was my moment?
So,
I don't
I think,
even
like-
know.
I don't know if
to
you
be
went
real,
you went to
bro.
practice one and you just got smoked. And I'm like, damn.
Oh man, Mercedes Lewis. I don't know if you
Oh,
ever
that's
heard
my
of
dog.
Yo.
Okay.
Mercedes is my guy.
And this was like mid-season, damn near.
Okay.
We're practicing, and he's strong. So the dude is like 6'7",
Yeah.
Huge,
Long Beach Poly, man.
270,
Basketball player.
big,
fast.
yo. But they had me in a position that I don't do. You know what I'm saying? That's the coach's fault initially.
Yeah.
Essentially, right?
Yeah,
There's a big
essentially.
asterisk on the story already,
Anyway.
right?
Yeah.
I hit him, and I'm trying to obviously get to the ball, whatever. He takes one hand and throws me.
Yeah.
And that's the first and last time I ever got thrown like
Yeah.
that. And I was like, that is crazy. I literally looked at him. I was like, this is sick.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. No, he threw me, bro. It was like I was a little kid.
I think you need that. Just like you need someone telling you can't do something, you need
Yeah.
someone to tell you because I feel like, don't get me wrong.
So
once
welcome to the
you
game.
make the NFL, you're kind of like pat on the back. Wow, high five, cool. You get out there because
Yo.
you were wherever you were prior. There is not that level like
Because
there
you
is
was a
in the
man
NFL.
where you was prior.
For everybody
100%.
was.
Everybody was a man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So you go here and we always a man. What you mean?
Yeah.
That's just that environment
I
is
love that.
crazy.
Yeah.
And then and Denver's what a perfect place for you to end up.
Oh yeah, it was amazing. That's the best times of my life in Denver.
How's playing with Peyton Manning?
Amazing, bro. I text Peyton the other day. He's a good dude, man. He is probably one of the funniest guys.
That was my next
He
question.
is one of the funniest guys.
He is
All the
sneaky.
commercials.
He's sneaky funny though. So he'll walk around here. He won't say nothing. He'll just be quiet. Like, hey, how you doing? Da, 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 da. He'll get into a team meeting or a setting like this, and it's like a switch just flips, and then he's just
Mr. Charisma.
Right.
Mr. Charisma, a comedian, and we like, this dude is, and we're not laughing because it's Peyton. We got no. The dude is funny.
That's great.
His
hilarious.
delivery is sarcastic, but not at the same time. I think
Yeah.
he's doing broadcasting now with Eli.
Yeah.
They have a whole deal where
that's
him and
amazing.
Eli are doing broadcasting, like a humorous version.
So would you say it's like dry humor? It's like dry.
Yeah, it's like dry humor, yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
like it's fucking hilarious.
Just low key
But it's
heaters.
good.
Just
Yeah.
heaters.
Heaters.
Just
Just all
heaters.
one-liners that are just
Heaters,
got you.
dude.
Guys, I love that.
Nah,
When you were around him, talent level from seeing quarterbacks your entire career, was it just
talent level, he's number one.
unbelievable?
I'm off the charts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I've been around. Well, shit. I mean, Well, I haven't like necessarily played. Were you talking about people I played with?
Just in general that you've seen that you've played
I've
with.
You
You've
played
been
against.
around.
You played against some of the greats as well. Though.
Yeah, I played against some of the greats.
Right.
I played against the Tom Brady's and the whatever. But Peyton's mind was on a different level.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give Brady a close second though. You know what I'm saying?
That's fair of you.
Yeah.
Brady's the GOAT though. But
Yeah.
I'm talking about from what I've seen, like what
Right.
I've experienced, what I've played and practiced against. You know, I'm gonna go Peyton number 1. You
That's
feel
awesome.
me? Brady is a close second.
Give me a third. Who's the third?
I think there's a difference
in that
for
same
greatness when you're
conversation.
around NFL level quarterbacks in
just-
general, and
just
they're all
by
so
seeing
good.
it.
And then you come around someone like Peyton Manning, you're like, oh my god,
I
like
probably-
the difference must
yeah,
be so
because
big.
I mean, I went from Blaine Gabbert. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god.
I went from Blaine to Peyton.
That's
Blaine
a-
Gabbert and Chad Henne still in the league, which is crazy.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
To Peyton Manning, I'm like, yo, this dude is different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Now, when you played against Tom Brady, it's like nerve wracking. Like every time, as a defense, it's
Yeah.
almost like you're second guessing. Like, yo, he's gonna complete this pass. Like,
Yeah.
damn
No
it,
matter
every
what,
time.
no matter what we do,
I swear
it's
on my
gonna
life.
happen.
Yeah.
You
Yeah, he's
go
like
Brady,
Jesus, bro, back there with the fucking football. You're thinking as as a linebacker, you're like, what the
I
fuck's he
swear,
gonna
like, yo,
do?
Complete this fucking pass.
He's wondering, like, I know he's going to do, but wait a minute, does he know that I know what he's going to do? So he's going to do something
switch
different?
It? He's gonna
Damn it.
audible out.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy.
I don't even have a third, bro. I can't even think.
I
Give me
mean-
a second.
But I think there's a category of like 5 to 6 quarterbacks up there that are like elite level, right? And then you
Yeah.
have your mid category that these are NFL starting
Right.
quarterbacks. And then obviously there's the bottom tier where you're
Oh,
like,
my bad. I'm sorry. Patrick Mahomes. So, look, I played against Patrick Mahomes, I think my last year in Denver. Yeah. The dude is crazy. That left-hand pass, oh, my God.
He is the next generation of talent.
He is different.
that's wild.
Do you
different.
do you think these top-notch quarterbacks like the Peytons and the Elis and the Tom Bradys and everyone else, they kind of have that in them that it makes all of their teammates want to play better and step up to the plate and make those plays?
Yeah, because, look, man, I mean, at the end of the day, it just gives the whole team confidence.
Yeah.
You know, you can't win without a quarterback in
Sure,
the league.
sure.
You can't. I mean, Denver was 9-7, right, with Tebow or whatever the hell they was, 8-8 with Tebow.
They're trash.
It was trash. They made the playoffs,
Yeah.
but you will never go as far as you need to go without a quarterback. So when you know you have that, it just gives the whole team just a new energy.
And I think unless you're-
that's the leadership quality of someone who's a winner, right?
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
someone who's a great player and a proven winner. Like, okay,
Yeah.
cool. Like, I don't want to let, as someone who's coming into this team, this organization, I don't want to let him down.
Yeah.
Nah, for
Right?
sure.
He's obviously at the top of his level, at his position. Like, I want to
Yeah.
bring everything up, and you have to.
Yeah.
It's more motivation, right? To be better,
Right.
go the extra mile, do
Absolutely.
the extra studying.
I mean,
right?
because look, I played with Blaine Gabbert, Paxton Lynch, Trevor Siemian, which I think is the best out of the three. You know what I'm saying? Brock Osweiler, you know them guys, but it's just different. You go on the bench after you maybe get a 3 and out, or
Yeah.
and you like, oh, okay, here we go again.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
It's just that mindset that
Yeah,
you
yeah.
have. But when you got Peyton going out on the field, you can sit down with confidence, like, oh yeah, we about to score.
Sure,
You know what I'm saying?
But it also like when you get back out on defense too, right? It lets you guys play with confidence that you guys can go make a play and you can take a
sure.
chance.
Yeah,
Right? That
yeah.
not being able to take a chance and being reserved doesn't help. I think any sport, right? In the
Right.
basketball world too, right? You know you got LeBron next to you that can go score the next time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go try for that steal.
Yeah.
Right? Because if they score, it's okay because we're gonna go score and LeBron got us or whatever it is. If you know you can't score on the other side,
Yeah.
you're gonna play super conservative, play super special.
Hey,
on
he
the-
said he said LeBron got us. Daddy's got us, dude. Don't worry. Daddy's got us, dude.
But yeah, that's the same kind of conversation as
Lowe's having
Peyton
dreams
Manning.
about that. Why he's having dreams about coming back on the field
Yeah,
again.
right.
All right,
give me the rock. Give me the rock.
You talked about a lot of offensive greats. Who are the top 5 toughest guys that you played against on defense, or that you played with or against on the other team in the NFL in general? Toughness.
Yeah, man. Sheesh.
I'm
dog.
talking about dogs.
I'm gonna go. I gotta say Von.
Yeah,
I gotta
Von's
say
a
Von
beast,
Miller,
man.
I
Legend.
gotta say legend, bro.
Legend.
I gotta say
NFL legend and style legend.
I don't know about style.
You don't know.
I see Vaughn in like suspenders, bro.
Yeah, all
like
the
the
time.
jean ones.
I love it.
With a cowboy hat.
Cowboy hat, baby.
But you know what? A lot of guys was on my team, man. Akeem Talib was a dog. T.J.
Sure.
Ward was a dog. Champ Bailey was a dog.
God, look at that.
You know what I'm saying?
That secondary is
I grew
so
up in Northern
nasty.
Those are all
Virginia watching
studs.
season
That's
when
so
Champ
nasty.
Bailey was
Champ
on the
Bailey
Skins. was a
animal.
hero
That's so
in the
nasty.
sea, man. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And obviously you played against the Bobby Wagners, who's going to be a Hall of Famer. And,
Yeah.
Who's
you know
still
what I'm saying?
number 1 like linebacker in the league.
Yeah, the
still.
Luke Kuechly's. You played against them in Super Bowl. You're like, yo, this dude is the real deal.
Yeah.
But I mean, my team, we had some dogs.
Real ass player.
It's a sick ass
We had
team
some
though,
dogs.
to think about it.
You know what I'm saying?
I like
I wish
that.
we could have won it for champ. You know what I'm saying? But you
Yeah.
know, At least we got there.
You got there.
Yeah, we got there.
I mean, training camp started this week in the NFL, and as fans, you know, we really see what's on SportsCenter, ESPN, Hard Knocks is like our biggest look into the window of training camp. Do we really get the real picture, or is training camp just a much different world that we could never really understand unless we're a part of it?
Nah, you never really understand unless you're part of it. This shit is hard. It's
Yeah.
hard.
It's hard.
It's tiring. It's long. It's like, dog, like, why are we here still? You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So,
and you can't talk to nobody or be around, or you can talk to people, but you just can't be around nobody, right? You're like in a hotel or.
Well, I
wherever
mean,
they put
now
you.
with COVID, they probably make it crazy.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? When I was playing, it wasn't COVID, so you know, somebody may come visit you while you're on your downtime. You got 2 hours off. You might go see somebody. I don't know.
Yeah.
But so I had an opportunity, right? I've had some opportunity to do some like dope shit in my life. So I'm good friends with the Nuggets GM, the
Okay.
Nuggets president.
That's awesome.
So one day, this is after we won the Super Bowl, he calls me. I'm in Miami. He's like, "Yo, I want you to come help me recruit this NBA free agent." I was like, "What?" He said, "Yeah, B man, it's one of my favorite players, Paul Millsap. I want you to come to. I'm gonna fly you to Atlanta and help me recruit him." And I'm like, "Yo, this is fucking wild." So I was
Yeah.
like, "Yo, why would you want me? I play football."
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I
Like,
love
nah.
that.
He said, "Look, man, just talk to him about the winning culture in Denver, yada yada yada." So I'm like, "Fuck it, why not?" So we go to Atlanta. And we go to this dinner. It's you know, me, the GM, the head coach of the Nuggets, Paul Millsap, his agent and shit. And I'm sitting there like, yo, this is fucking wild. So I'm asking Paul I'm like, yo, bro, what's y'all training camp like? Because we go from like 8 to 8 or 7 to 9, 7 to 8, whatever. He like, shit, B, I ain't gonna lie. We go from like 9 to 2,
Soft.
Yeah.
Soft.
9 to 1. And I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, bro, we be done in the afternoon. I'm like, yo, they keep us all day
Yeah. You
long.
go eat, take a nap, and come back.
It's crazy though, you know what I'm saying? So I got jealous. I'm like, yo,
upset.
why is y'all training camp so short? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they be chilling.
Yeah.
And then so we go to sleep. I mean, we go, you know what I'm saying? We might have snack at like 9:15 or 10, right? All right, we got to be back up at 7. We might have weights at 6:30. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, why do we do this shit? You know what I'm saying? Why is it
That's
so
the big
hard?
difference between NFL and other sports too.
But it's crazy. But I guess they got to get us ready to, because we only got 16 games. So
Sure,
they got to
sure.
just put us
True.
through the ringer at first to make sure we're ready for them 16. But
And when camp starts, you really have 2 weeks before preseason game 1.
Also,
2 weeks.
Also,
2
the
weeks.
amount of players that start on training camp and end on training camp are very
Yeah.
different.
It's 90
They
something.
have to
90.
really cut down
Yeah.
from that beginning start.
they got to see.
Yeah.
They got to evaluate.
They have to truly evaluate you in
Yeah.
situational football and really put you through a test of a 17-week test of
evaluate.
compounding
Yeah.
weights and training and knowledge and then
sure.
games and then reverse
For sure.
again over and over.
No, that's real, because like in the NBA, it's almost like you got your nucleus. Like you going like the
You know
Atlanta
who-
Hawks.
Sure.
who's on the
okay,
squad.
these gonna
Yeah.
be our.
You
We
maybe
might add 1 or 2.
2 players, right.
So they don't really got to do nothing crazy.
And
You don't
Camp's
go
probably-
backwards 30-plus players.
Yeah,
which
think
is
about that, too.
crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
And what a
100%.
feeling that must be to get invited to training camp and go through that horrendous couple weeks. Like,
Yeah.
just kill yourself and not
Yeah.
cross that threshold.
No, it happens all the time.
Yeah.
A lot.
Is that tough to see? Like, especially,
Hell yeah.
especially, I think for
You've
me,
seen Hard Knocks? Hell yeah, it's tough.
No, I'm
it
saying like
sucks.
from someone who's working and seeing someone work as hard as they possibly can, push themselves to the limit, and might just not have the true skill set to get there, but the heart, then they just don't make it. Is that? Have you seen some situations
Yeah,
like that?
bro. Like cut day is probably one of the most depressing days.
Oh my god.
Oh, I can't
Because
even
it's like
imagine.
so. We usually have 2 cut days. They get from 90 to 75,
Yep.
and then 75 to 53.
That's such a big jump.
And then so like you go in, and first of all, like unless you solidified in your starting role, you kind of nervous as well.
Sure, sure.
Everybody.
But then you see people like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, bring your playbook. Coach wants to see you.
Oh, that's the
You
worst.
see people walking with their iPad. You see people putting shit in their trash bag. And you like, like this is sad.
It's real,
and you
though.
might be friends with a dude, right? And that's why I couldn't necessarily I never really like made truth. I'm like, I made friends, but it was tough to make friends.
Sure,
right?
sure.
Because I'm cool with you. And then bam, you gone.
You
Then
out.
I'm cool with Load, and I'm cool. And it's like shit. You know what I'm saying? So, no, it's tough, bro. It's sad. It's hella
That's a
sad.
lot.
It's really sad,
And plus,
actually.
because I think you understand, and we can as fans, like there's such a big difference watching Hard Knocks and seeing that, for instance. Like
Yeah.
when you see the player that's in the narrative, right, and then they get cut whenever it may be, we feel bad. But for you to know as a player what you went through since you were 7 years old, 6 years old,
Yeah.
to where you are now, and the dream that they are technically losing, and you're like, damn, man, like that's
and
everything.
and these guys are kind of in the trenches with them.
Yeah.
Right? So, like, I
Yeah.
just sweat. We were beating each other up for 3 weeks, and I made it and you didn't. And like it's like, damn. And I really like you as a person. That's really tough.
I think there's that player though. There's 30 players, and there's probably a few that these guys are like, all right, this guy's getting cut. Like you can just tell.
You know.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But then there's those guys who
You
just
know.
have
Yeah, so here's the other
are
part.
just busting their ass, doing
know.
everything, and you're just
There's-
like, damn, they're on the line, but
You know.
There's
And
the
out.
two types. There's that rookie that you're like, that kid is not making it. But it's also like the savvy veteran that's like, yo, he would help our team during this way,
Yeah.
but they're gonna
But
do
who are
a
you giving up to get him, right? Who has to
Exactly.
leave
Also,
instead of him?
there's a guy that you like, yo, I've been in a situation where a starter got cut. You know
Oh,
what I'm saying?
wow.
Like
they come in cocky and then just fall short.
but so TJ got cut. My dog TJ got cut for Justin Simmons, who's one of the best safeties in the league.
Oh,
right
yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah.
The dude is killing it. But we was confused. We were like, hold on, TJ, it's TJ. He's killing shit. So
Yeah.
I want to say maybe he in camp he was out for like a few days or a week, maybe with a hammy or some shit. It's just that small window.
never know.
Justin
Yep.
took advantage.
And then somebody showed out.
They cut TJ. And we was like, fuck.
If you ever look at like the combine, or anything else too, and you see someone like rank like the top 10 40s, they're separated by fractions of seconds,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
The difference between making the league and not making the league is not a wide margin.
No, it's small.
It is
It's very
Yeah.
small.
thin.
It's very thin.
It's just absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
All right, an open-ended question for you:
Right.
Is there a secret about the NFL that players would know that fans just would never know?
No matter what it is.
Yes. Yes.
Good, we were hoping for that.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, for sure. It's a lot of bullshit. It's a lot of politics, bro. It's a lot of
Yeah.
like, it's cutthroat.
Yeah.
It's so like, okay, cool. Y'all would look at me like, oh, but you living your dream. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he's making a lot of money, da da da. But people be miserable, bro. Like, motherfuckers be miserable.
Yeah, up here too, right?
Miserable. And you think, how are you miserable living your dream?
Playing a game, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's just, how you're treated or, you know what I'm saying, how they handle you and da, da, da. Like, you might hate the team. You might hate the coach. You might hate the GM. I hated when I was in Jacksonville. I used to go to work and I hated going to work.
Living a dream, being upset, going
Living a
because
dream,
of the culture
hating
that's
it,
in there. It's crazy.
Which is crazy, right?
Yeah.
And that was your first year too, which is weird because you finally made it, but also were hating it.
Then I hated it. I'm like, this is weird.
This is
You
what
know
I worked my
I'm
whole
saying?
life for.
Yeah.
This is it. I fucking hate it. This is my
what I
plan
fucking
A.
came here for.
I hate
I
that
should
shit.
have listened to that coach about plan B. Shit.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like another misconception. I'm pretty sure we've all seen the 30-30 broke, right? When it comes to money.
Sure,
and
sure.
shit like
Yeah,
that.
man.
Yo, this shit. First of all, our contracts aren't guaranteed. We might have a portion that's guaranteed.
Yeah.
But a lot of people go broke. A lot of people lose money. I went to this conference, right? It's a Christian conference. And I went to, I think they said like 70% of NFL players
That's a lot.
70?
within 5 years of being done playing are either broke, addicted, or divorced, right? So I'm gonna ask y'all. Cool, we can all understand the broke part, right?
Yeah.
Miss
Of course.
having your money, bad investments, or just
sure.
outspending, right?
I've always wondered what it would be like to hand that amount of money when I was that young. If
Yeah.
I would be able to handle
And
it.
these are people
Or
that
not.
are coming also too from places and situations where they never had money before.
Never had that shit.
Yeah.
Right? So you're getting this lump sum of money and you're going, oh my God, everything I've ever wanted is at my fingertips.
yep.
You don't know how to manage
So,
it.
and
You
then
never
got
learned
people
it.
like this. You got people like this, right? And
Always
then,
asking.
And,
Yep.
and then, you know what I'm saying? So you feel like, damn, well, that person was by me my whole life, so I don't want to necessarily say no, but you got to learn to say no.
Sure, sure.
Right? Bad investments, right? Or just trying to maintain a lifestyle that you see a vet
Yeah.
has, but you don't have that same, you
Yeah, contract.
don't have that same bread.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
think I think one of the biggest situations is the confidence that you need to get to the NFL. Is you just probably innately assume that you're going to continue to be in the NFL for a very
Forever.
long time.
Yeah, you think you've made it
and
and
that
then you
shit
stay.
really might not happen.
Nah, it
You
doesn't.
know, because 1 year, 2 years,
Nah.
3 years, and like you said, you might learn your lesson. It might be too late, and you don't ever get the opportunity
Never.
to fix it.
Never.
Because you go from making X amount of money, even the league minimum in the NFL is drastically higher
Yeah.
than any normal job that a regular person would get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so you might learn your lesson, and then be like, oh shit, you're 26,
Yeah.
and out the league in 4 years, and be like, oh my god.
And you don't
so-
know what to fall back on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro. Man, I swear it happens all the time, and you
Yeah.
thinking like, well, I got another season or I got another year, but the average is 3.5, right? And there's always the NFL. Okay, cool. So the NBA, right?
Is that the average?
Wait, the average is only 3.5
3
years?
and a half years.
In the NFL.
That's so short.
Very
my gosh.
short, right? And then so that's
That's
still
25. You're
so look,
25, 24 years old.
that's still your first contract, and unless you're a first round pick, there's no generational wealth in that.
At all.
You know what I'm saying?
all.
If you're an undrafted rookie, 5th, 6th, 7th, 4th, 3rd, whatever round pick, you know what I'm saying? You might get, a 4-year.
You're in the league minimum area.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So you might get 4-year, $3 million, whatever the case may be, but you may not reach that 3.
With an
taxes,
agent, with this,
with all that, you know what I'm saying? Bills and da-da-da-da. I'm telling you.
Just trying to sustain your life. It's not
ain't-
generational.
nah,
It is
it's not
you
generational.
just getting out of, honestly, the hood or from whatever situation you're in. That's
not
what you just
generational.
made.
And like you said, it's not guaranteed,
It's
right?
not
Like
guaranteed.
baseball or anything. Like they
Nah,
sign
yeah,
these
like
$10 million
basketball.
contracts. It's
Right.
guaranteed whether they get hurt, they don't play, whatever.
Also, people got to understand, like, okay, when you watch basketball, right, y'all see the same faces damn near year in and year out.
Sure.
Sprinkled in a couple new guys.
For sure.
The same faces. Jason Terry played for how long? Vince Carter held on for how long?
He's still on.
So,
I think
right.
more than I've
20.
been alive.
Vince Carter
Yeah.
forever.
20 years, bro.
But in football, it's always about the new, young, hot guy, right?
Yeah,
You're right.
always.
The cheap, young, the new guy. So, bro, every year it's always a new guy that's popping or whatever.
Well, plus the leverage, like you said, if you're not a first round picks, leverage.
Yeah.
Second round picks, you're almost there.
Yeah.
The later round picks is like,
Yeah.
I made it.
Right.
You feed me a contract, whatever.
sure.
I'm in. I'm signing. I'm in. Let me report to
Yeah.
camp. I'm excited. I want to prove myself. This deal is not for 1 year, right?
Nah.
It's for 4 years
Yeah.
or whatever it may be. So you
Right.
have to keep it, earn it, and then finally get to a place where you
Yeah.
get renewed or
But
increased.
and it's day to day though.
yeah.
It's a day to day. That's why they say it's like a week to week league. They say that. It's
And
a
the
week
back
to
doors
league
for the
league.
teams are like, cool, you out. Bye.
Because one
Bro.
bad play and you got hurt, there went everything.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's cut. That's how it's cut. That's why like it's so cutthroat. When they say the cream always rises to the top, like yes, but then it's politics too, bro. It's politics, like
Well, let's talk about this real quick. So 2016, my guy Brandon Marshall right here
okay.
got a nice fat piece of paper
Okay. All right.
that said, "Hey,
Let's talk about it."
Stick around for a little while."
Yeah.
What was that like? What was that feeling that you had?
Is that
made
validity?
That,
Is that
that
like, what is
quantum
that?
leap from the grind, the difficulty, the unknown to
Yeah.
guaranteed situation to go in? Like, how did you handle that? Were you at that point mentally ready for it? How was that
Yeah.
transition?
I remember exactly where I was when my agent called me, and I was
Okay.
like, "Yo, this is crazy." I'm like, "What the?" I'm like, "What? How much? Oh, wow." You know what I'm saying?
I saw it. It's on Wikipedia. I see
Yeah,
it.
it's there.
I seen
We
it.
saw it. I read it.
Seen it.
I read it.
Oh man,
This is
so,
some hidden shit. You can find this on the
seen
internet.
it.
Yeah.
And so I was ready, but I would say that year, I was spending too much though.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure, sure.
I was spending too much. I kind of got caught up in.
I bet.
For sure. I got caught up in the, oh shit, my shit is
This-
gonna last.
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good now.
I'm good.
Yeah, can't go through this. It's so much money.
Yeah, and granted, it's gonna last, right? Obviously, if you do it right, whatever the case may be. But
That feeling.
dog, that feeling was amazing.
There you go.
I mean, there's nothing like it. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I mean,
How
it's,
much?
It's tough to even explain right now. to
How
be
much
honest
does
with
the team, your people, your like that, your agent? How much really is chopped out of that
you.
contract?
So agent gets 3%.
Only 3%.
3%.
I feel like that's actually light.
I talked our agent down from 3 to 2 in the second year of the deal. So I was like, no, second year deal, you take 2%
Yep.
throughout the life of the deal.
Okay.
And then that's really it. I mean, you got whatever your expenses are, whatever your bills are. Are you living beyond your means? Like, do you
But your
have
agent was
fucking-
your only. You didn't
it.
have a business manager or anything else like that too. It's just your agent.
I mean, your financial advisor, but they get paid off of whatever
What
you
they do,
have
right.
whatever you have in
in
your
the
account.
accounts. Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
making-
for sure,
You know
for
what I'm
sure.
saying? So they making you 6% a year,
Yeah,
7, whatever the hell they making you. But so they take 1% of.
But you're making
whatever's in the
profit, so
account.
it's fine.
Making
Yeah,
profit.
exactly.
Any wild, outrageous purchases?
Yeah, what's
when
your
you
biggest
got it,
purchase?
yeah,
Come on,
when-
B.
I
But
mean, I
when
bought
you
a
got it-
Benz.
Because I would have bought hella dumb shit.
I just bought a Benz, bro, in a house, which ain't crazy.
That's not crazy.
It's not
though.
crazy.
But I'm not crazy though.
Okay.
You know what I'm
Hey, yo,
saying?
yeah, you are very smart. You are
I'm
very
not crazy,
smart.
bro. But
Hey, trust me, I've been around a lot of athletes.
Yeah.
You are one of the most, honestly, humble,
Conservative?
cool, and
Yeah.
also conservative dudes. Just
Yeah.
very like chill.
yeah, but I would say like
Guys, he has a mink coat on underneath it. So don't-
so let me tell you. So 2016, right? I signed the deal in whatever month that was. So the end of 2016, my financial advisor calls me, and he says, "Hey, yo, Brandon," he said, "We need to talk." I said, "What's up?"
We need to talk.
We need to talk. It's not
He
never good.
said, "In your discretionary spending, right? That's not bills or whatever the hell, right? You've averaged spending $1,000 a day for the whole year." And I said, "What the fuck?" I've averaged $1,000 a day for the whole year, which is rare for me because I'm more of a conservative guy.
That's weird because I'm
Sure,
not looking
sure.
at anything right now. You know,
Yeah.
like what is going on?
right.
Where did that go?
Exactly. Where did it go?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, where did it go?
Probably the car.
Okay.
Right.
He's like averaging over 365
You
days.
swipe stuff just too
Maybe
quick.
I was just traveling, bro. I was
Dinners.
probably doing a lot, bro. I was probably doing a lot, but when you think about it, that's crazy.
Yeah.
To spend $1,000 a day the whole year.
It
Yeah,
is.
on
Pretty sure a lot of
non-real
people
real
do that
expenses.
shit.
Yeah.
On
Yeah.
non-real expenses and shit that you can't even remember. That's the
Exactly.
fucked up part. Like, damn, I don't even necessarily remember.
Tequila shots, really. is what it is.
Honestly, that's like 20 nights out in Vegas. That's all that is.
Right.
That's all that is.
So I mean, that was probably the most eye-opening thing for me.
But there's not one item. Like, what's that? Like, all right, I got
was
the
the
I got the
car.
big Gotti chain,
The car
guys.
was $100 grand.
Okay,
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
not even
I think-
crazy.
I think
Yeah.
it's more like I think when people really go quote unquote broke, it's not necessarily huge purchases. It's the habitual purchases.
Yes.
That lifestyle that you just like. Yeah, I'll go on this trip, no problem. But I'll grab the private jet instead of flying first
Boom.
class.
Yep.
Boom. That's
It's
Yep.
20,000 instead of 2,000 because I can, right?
Yeah.
And then I'll go out and instead of spending $1,000, I'll spend $5,000,
Yeah.
and then I'll go to dinner and I'll get the dinner.
I'll get the tab.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I think it's just like depending on what money you make, there's just a type of level of expense that you necessarily don't register as an expense in your head. Like
Yeah.
for some random person, like $20 on lunch, they don't realize that. But over time, you're like, oh my god, like why are you spending so much on
and
food?
entourage.
But then when you
Adds
talk,
up.
it could be 200 to 500 or
Yeah.
1,000.
Yeah, for sure.
And then, like you said, when someone's actually adds it all up at
Don't-
the end of the year, you're like,
Don't
hey,
forget
dude.
what he said too, right? The entourage, the concept of loyalties, right? Like that stuff adds up for a lot of people.
The feeling of being owed.
100%,
Or
right?
owing.
being old. And it's tough because, you know, you go out with people and then people just expect you. Like,
100%. Picking up the tab. He's
Brandon's
got
here.
it.
Brandon's here. You know, the bill comes in. It's been a couple times I just wait to see. And people just sit there, you know.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah,
okay.
no,
I
I
gotta
need,
use
I need a couple
bathroom.
cards on the table, man. Put a couple fucking cards on the table.
I gotta
I'll
use the
put mine in
bathroom.
as well.
Yeah.
But god damn it, I need to see some more cards on the table.
At least credit card roulette at the very
Something,
least.
man.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Give me
I
a
love
ch-
playing that, by
Yeah,
the way.
I'm
That's
sure.
the best.
I'm
That shit's
yeah.
fun.
I'm not gonna lie,
fun.
credit card roulette, I lost 7 times in a row walking down the strip. 7 times.
I'm not down with credit card roulette.
Just wasn't your day, dude.
I'd rather split everything than have the feeling of fucking losing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That feeling of losing and looking at your friends and laughing at you in the
Right.
face is not worth any
Yeah.
amount of money.
To all the homies at Marquee, you guys know this. I lost
But see,
7 times in a row.
I think I figured out the recipe because I've lost the last probably 5 times.
Yeah.
But I've been putting my credit card
You gotta
in
stop
there.
putting the metal one in, bro.
That's-
Yes,
that's-
you gotta stop
metal one,
doing
so
it.
A really heavy ass one,
You know what I'm
right?
saying? I got to put the regular one in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it makes yeah.
gotta
Once you
do
put the
the
metal
red-
one, you know, I mean, your
the
dick
metal one, they
tingles a
go,
little
they
bit.
feel it,
Yeah,
they go,
he's
oh,
got a
fuck that
bur-
one.
But I'm
like a
thinking
burner phone, but a burner card. Yeah, here you go.
Yeah,
But I'm
yeah.
thinking if I put the metal one, she's gonna feel that one.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
Yeah.
She's gonna be like, oh, okay, let me take the big one out.
Sure,
That's why
sure.
I'm gonna leave the bulky one in.
Yeah.
Yes,
no.
people know. People know.
Get the
That's
Chase
smart.
debit
Yeah, you
card,
gotta
the
leave
Chase
heavy one in,
debit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is this
Ding,
flim-
ding, ding, ding.
What is this flimsy ass
Ding, ding.
Discover card? You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's me. Yeah, it is.
All right, I got a question for you. If you and the other Brandon Marshall
Yeah.
had to compete and the loser had to change their name forever,
Wow.
what would the game be that you would compete in that
Yeah,
you're
it's-
confident
it can
you
be
would win?
anything.
Volleyball and it can be
Arm
football. It
wrestling,
can be
my
tic
football.
tac toe,
Can be
hangman, a fucking fist fight, whatever you want.
Probably Connect 4.
Okay.
Wow.
Brandon Marshall, I am athlete.
I'm nice. Connect 4.
Connect
Come see me.
4.
Come see me,
Four,
B.
there it
Actually,
is.
no, B. He's cool.
Are you guys friends?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
We're the same
awesome.
fraternity and everything. He's cool.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
All right, cool. Well, Connect 4 battle. Can we host it here in
Yeah,
Vegas?
we can, right?
Can we host it a one-on-one?
Yeah.
Yo,
Let's do it.
yo, Brandon, we have it right here.
Out of everything you pick Connect 4.
Connect 4, dude.
Four.
I think
I'm nice.
the more ridiculous the game and the higher stakes, the better the competition for
Yeah.
sure.
Oh, yeah.
Something as serious, you can't do like one-on-one basketball. You need
No,
Connect
no,
4.
No, we're not
Connect
playing
4.
poker. We're
Yeah,
not playing. No.
No.
Give me them
No.
Connect
Cards, spades.
right,
Like,
Spades. I'm nice at spades though, but you can't really play 1-on-1 with spades.
Yeah.
yeah. That's true.
Connect 4, you got it.
Connect 4.
There it is.
All right,
There it
you're a
is.
plan A guy, but
Yeah.
if you had to think of a plan B, let's just say for crazy purposes,
Okay.
Brandon Marshall came in and beat you in Connect 4. I'm
Yeah.
not saying he would.
Okay.
I'm saying we probably are going to do this here
Okay.
live in Las Vegas at the
Yeah.
Mandalay Bay very soon.
Right.
But what would you change your name to if you
That's
had
just
to?
crazy. I knew he was gonna ask me that. I have no idea, bro.
Yeah.
Damn.
We have a notary here.
Can I just make my
Loser
middle-
has to do it
It's gonna be
immediately.
Can I
side
just
Titus
make my
Sam.
middle name my first name?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you gotta change it.
What's
You
your
gotta
middle
change
name?
Markeith.
All right.
Yeah, I like.
Yeah,
There we go. I
that's
like
fine.
that.
You know,
Double
Doesn't mean
Lambs,
anything
Double
crazy.
Lambs, Marquise
Double Lambs,
Marshall.
son,
There you
whatever.
go.
Fuck it.
There
You
you go.
wouldn't, you wouldn't go full Ocho Cinco
That
vibes?
should be crazy. Or like Meta Piece.
Yeah, man.
Meta
Meta
World
Peace.
Peace, yup.
you got to be a different in your mind for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's not all the way there.
Them
for
dudes
sure.
is.
Yeah, I would never tell him that. But yeah, he's not all
That's
there. He's not all
different.
We
there.
love Ocho Cinco, by the way.
Yeah, for
We
sure.
want him on the pod eventually.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
guy's killing content right now.
He
You
is.
see
Yeah.
the video he just put out with Tom
With
Brady?
Tom Brady, yeah,
Hilarious.
murdered it. He just posted
It
it
was
today.
like a sarcastic Tom Brady's trying to increase his
speed
rating on Madden,
Okay.
and it was like a funny video, and he's obviously super slow still. essentially.
Yeah, of
Chad,
course,
Chad
of
was the
course.
coach. Ocho Cinco was the coach.
Speaking of Madden,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of Madden.
all the 99s are going out right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you see all the Madden ratings coming
I
out
see
right now.
it.
Big
I see
deal.
it.
Do NFL players care more about their Madden ratings or how they do in fantasy football?
Ooh.
Madden ratings.
Madden ratings?
We don't care about your fantasy football.
Yeah, we don't
Yeah,
give a
yeah,
fuck
yeah,
about
your
your
God.
fantasy football.
Oh my
You
God.
civilian motherfucking fantasy football.
We don't care about that shit.
Yo.
I'm not gonna lie.
Hold on, the
I'm
eye
not gonna
contact
lie.
that I got with the
my
yours.
bad.
He said, "You stupid."
My
He
bad.
said we don't give a fuck about your fantasy football.
Oh my
The
God.
crazy thing is, I play fantasy
Roll
football.
that tape back and look
Yeah.
at slow down his face. I'm bleeding.
I don't
My
care.
heart is bleeding onto the floor right now. Oh
love
my
it.
But you know,
God.
it's funny. I say that because.
Are you saying that because you play defense? That's why you're saying that.
Oh,
Well, look. Obviously, I have the same name
Yeah.
as the other Brandon Marshall.
Yeah.
So I would get all of his.
Oh,
tweets,
his hate? Yeah.
The
His
tweets.
hates like, yo, get back in there. I need 5 points to win. Da, 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 da. It was crazy. So the next year, I decided to play it.
okay.
So I was playing fantasy football. Well, look, I was setting my lineup
In the league? When you're in the league?
When I was in the league.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I
I
love
love
probably,
this.
Probably 2016, 17, 18. I was setting my lineups up before the fucking game. I was in the locker room. I get in the locker room.
It's addicting, right?
It's addicting.
It's addicting.
I'm like, okay, who we got? Da, da, da. And the craziest thing is, right? So, one game we played Jamal Charles. And
I
I'm
feel
like,
like
man,
that yours, but you might have gotten a couple L's in
yeah,
fantasy and you're a
I'm-
little mad.
So,
You're
I'm like,
projecting.
man,
You're
I'm like, nah,
projecting.
man, we got Jamal. We're going to shut him down. And
Yeah.
he went crazy on this, right? So you got to think objectively. So I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
let me think objectively. Let me not take a guy out, even though we're playing Julio Jones.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You
Let
can't
me-
get beat on field and in fantasy in the same
No,
day.
no, not the same game.
For sure.
Yeah, that.
That's funny. as
That's
hell.
why I never pick my players. I'm a big San Francisco 49er fan.
Me,
right?
I can't pick Cowboy
I
players
can't
either.
pick my players because if they lose and I lose because they
The
lose,
double L's not okay.
it's the worst feeling in the
Yeah.
freaking world.
There was one day where I bet the Cowboys had Dak in my lineup and they lost the game. So I lost the bet, lost the fantasy game, and they lost. I was
Wow.
depressed.
absolutely had the worst Sunday of all time.
Depressed.
That's crazy.
Got absolutely smoked.
Depressed.
They lost a lot of games.
I
so
love that.
They,
though.
they keep
Yeah.
losing.
I love that, though.
And
That's
they're gonna
funny.
lose
Nah,
this year too,
it's
Jeff.
true though.
Okay.
It's true though.
Okay. Question:
Yeah.
Do a lot of current when you were in the league? Did a lot of players play fantasy on the low?
I have no idea. I didn't really talk
They
to
do
people
though.
about it.
I know
You
they
did
do.
broadcast
But me
it?
and Shaq Barrett.
Oh no,
played-
don't worry, don't worry. It's my mom. It's my mom, real quick.
He said he's hurt. Oh my God! Hold on.
Oh hey,
Hey,
Dan,
I'm
you
a
say
big-
your ankle's hurting? Hold on.
So look, so I won the championship one time last year, which is I didn't play, but last year I won the championship. But my first year playing, I went to the championship and I lost. And I had insider information. I knew not to draft Peyton Manning from training camp.
Yeah.
I was like, no, I'm not drafting Peyton because of camp. Look how he looks in camp.
Yeah.
I love Peyton. But he just didn't look good,
Yeah.
right? So in turn, I was like, I can't draft Demarius. I can't draft Emmanuel.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
because you know.
But I knew. And then my team was good, though. My team was
So
nice.
here's the other thing. So, you know my boy. We're really close friends with Roger Saffold. Left go off for the Titans.
Yeah.
He was like, "We hot this year." I said, "What? Okay, let me get Derrick Henry,
Oh wow.
rushing leader." I said, "Oh, how y'all feeling this
you
year,
got some
bro?"
insider info, man. Insider
That's
trading
it, man.
info.
I mean,
That's
use
it.
what info you have to win.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
you know what I'm saying?
All right, well, you were talking about Super Bowls real quick. I mean, look, for America, there's nothing bigger than the Super Bowl.
No.
Yeah,
We
100%.
are the Super Bowl. That is one day of the year that this whole entire country
Yeah,
shuts down.
for sure.
What was the experience like going to the Super Bowl and losing versus going to the Super Bowl and winning?
Two totally different experiences. So we went to the Super Bowl and we lost. We went to New York, and we were just trying to have fun. It was a lot of guys. Well, not everybody, but we was trying to go out because it's New York, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And you're
Super Bowl.
going to the Super Bowl.
We going out. Like the first 2 days was no curfew, so we like, fuck it, we
Ooh.
having a good time. We was just trying to make sure, yo, what's the mood tonight? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm not saying they wasn't like that, but we was like that.
Yeah.
And so it's a TMZ picture. You could pull it up, man. It was like, Denver Broncos go celebrate at fucking whatever restaurant it was in New York City, man.
Oh, we'll find it. Yeah.
We'll find it.
One of my favorite nights ever out was my first night in New York for the Super Bowl. No curfew. We had Champ Bailey with us, which is crazy. I'm like, what the fuck? We went to the strip club, and we was throwing ones I damn near fell in love with this in the strip club. Like,
Yeah.
I had a huge Spanish girl fetish at one point. It was crazy.
When you say
Good
at one
for
point,
you.
you mean at all points in life.
Yeah, we all do. What are you talking about?
When you said at one point, you meant yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
Right.
Copy.
So we was so just drunk. We was just having a good time, bro. Like
You gone to the Super Bowl. You
that's
celebrating.
what I'm saying.
It's life.
That's what I'm saying. So by the time, that was Sunday. Then Monday, no curfew. Tuesday, curfew because we had practice on Wednesday.
Yeah.
No, we had practice Tuesday too. But anyway, we was practicing in the cold. It was freezing. It was freezing. And Coach John Fox like, yo, we gotta get used to it. The game gonna be cold. But like, no, but we have to execute. If we practice bad, how can we play well?
Sure.
Because a lot of guys, like, if you outside practicing in the cold, you're not necessarily focusing on the right technique and the details and da-da-da. You focus on, I'm fucking cold.
Yeah.
So the Seahawks practicing indoors the whole time. We get to the game. The game.
Wow, I never knew that.
The game's not even cold. Smacked. Smacked. I'm not blaming it on practice, but I mean we got killed, bro. It was just a totally different, and it's crazy because
That was a tough
it was
tough game.
The
in Super Bowl.
the first snap, safety.
I remember that
How
happening.
crazy is
Yeah.
that? How crazy is that? So then, bro, halftime was down 22-0.
That set the tone for the whole game. That first play.
We was down 22-0 halftime. And then so we come out, I want to say they got a safety or some shit, whatever the hell. But we still believe in, we have the number one offense in history.
Yeah.
Because Peyton threw 55 touchdowns, MVP, like
Yep.
we was killing
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
And so we was like, we got paid. We're going to come back. We scored 40 points all year, right? We was killing shit. They kick it to Percy Harvin. He took that shit
To the house, bro.
And I was like, oh, it's over. I went to
Yeah.
the sidelines like, yo, it's a wrap. Because I was on special teams mainly at that point. I'm like, yo, it's over. It's over. So then we went to the Bay Area. I feel like we were just more locked in. Obviously, the Bay is boring as fuck. I think it's boring as shit. There's nothing in the Bay Area. It's just not. There's nothing there.
I think it's trash too,
Hey,
honestly.
If you're in the Bay, you go to Temple. It's like this little club that my
You
friends
heard it here
told us
first.
you can do.
There's
That's
nothing
it.
there. But we was locked in. I feel like we was more confident. I feel like we had a different mindset.
Wait, that L though. After that game, when you walk out with that loss, what does that feel? I mean, because you made it to
Yeah,
the Super
bro.
Bowl. Because
Yeah.
and there's plenty of great players
Yeah.
in the NFL
Nah, for
who
sure.
never
Never
go.
even get to go.
There's Hall of Famers that have never gone to the Super
exceptional
Bowl.
players,
On the
let
si-
alone win. So
Yeah.
you finally get there,
Yeah.
and I think you have to assume as an NFL player because you know the longevity is short, that being in the league is so.
This
there's
is
only,
it.
There's only so many years. Like I get here, this is my probably my only chance ever to be in the Super Bowl, and you lose.
That's crazy because so on the sideline of the AFC Championship game, right? By the way, I'm 2-0 in the AFC Championship game against Tom Brady. By the way,
By the way.
By the way,
By the
just
way.
let you know.
I was saying that to Champ Bailey on the sideline, and we knew we were gonna win the game. I was like, dog. I said, Champ, bro, we really about to go to the Super Bowl. I said, have you ever been? He said, nah. I said, what year is this for you? He said, 15. I said,
Yeah.
bro, this is my second year.
That's insane. That's insane.
Yeah,
so my
seriously.
second. He's a Hall of Fame player, right?
Yeah.
I'm here. I am just a second-year player, just playing special teams. He's never been, but I'm going to my second year. It's just like the luck of the draw.
Facts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
So
That's what happens.
So after we lose, I never thought like, damn, like this might not be my last. This might be my last time because we had Peyton. When I talk about that quarterback shit, it's real. We
Yeah.
had
Yeah.
Peyton, bro. Like whenever you have,
You'll get another shot. Like you have
Peyton,
confidence in that.
a Brady,
always in
a
the
Drew
running.
Brees,
Yeah.
There's always a
You know what I'm
chance.
saying?
What was
There's
the
always a chance.
team feeling like after you lose Super Bowl and you get there and the season's actually over?
No, it
Yeah,
was
they have both color confetti, both the
was
team's
fucking
colors, and the
depressing,
other
bro.
colors
Yeah,
just
that's
getting
tough.
It was
blown.
depressing, man. I hated it. It was sick.
Did it
So,
light
like,
a
every-
fire?
You know when you're at a party and you're
Yeah.
and you're like ready to fucking go, but you know the logistics of you getting home is terrible. You're drunk, you're miserable, you're tired, you're by yourself, and you just have to get home. We
just got our ass kicked.
You lose the Super Bowl, and you know like how much logistics is going to get out of here, get the team together to go. I just want to go home right now.
Yeah.
And I'm stuck. I feel like that's as a civilian, that's the
Yeah.
only thing
It
I
took
can.
a while to
He said
get
Vegas
home.
nightlife is the only
Yeah.
other comparison.
Yeah, just when you're drunk anywhere,
I gotta go.
It took a while to get home, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because
and you're basking in someone else's ridiculous glory.
right. But see, in the Super Bowl, like everybody has a party. Both teams have a party.
Yeah.
Pre-planned.
Okay.
Pre-planned. So
Yeah.
you have to go to the party at your hotel. So when we won, we had Flo Rida, right?
Sick.
It was-
What a win.
It was kind of whack. But anyway, when we lost, we had what's the DJ with the
When you lost your flow rider?
no
Pauly D?
no with the big fro, old school.
LMFAO.
Questlove.
Questlove.
I think we had-
Questlove from the Roots?
Yes.
For the Roots?
I think it was a DJ, bro. Or he was
Okay.
a
With an
whatever the
afro?
hell. So we was out at the party, and
He was
No
playing,
one's
he was
having
playing
fun.
R&B, slow
nobody's
R&B.
having fun.
yeah.
John Fox walks up to me. I clearly been drinking. Brandon, man.
Completely
I love
warranted.
You, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, hugs me and shit like that. Like, yo, John, this is my mom. Da, da, da. I'm introducing my mom. He's like, oh, Miss Barbara. Da, da, da. Like, but you could tell he's a little lit.
He's wrapped,
Yes.
exhausted, and drunk.
Yes, for sure. But you had to go to the party. And so
You have to.
I heard that Von tried to go to the Seahawks winning party. Right? And
For what?
I don't know, but they didn't let him in.
Of course.
Why would you?
Why would you do
He's
that?
probably like, I need to be on this losing energy right here. Let me go.
If I'm not about to losing energy, I'm going to their shit.
Yeah. Facts.
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy
Yeah.
though. So then, obviously, you go back to Super Bowl
Yeah.
and you win.
Yeah, we win, bro.
What was that? I mean,
Was
compared.
that the
I mean,
next year,
compared
the
to
year
knowing.
after?
Yeah,
Nah,
was it-
2 year.
by the way, did you party on the winning one this time, or
Yes.
you like absolutely not? I'm not
partied,
partying.
but I was tired. It was crazy. So like, so we lost in 2014.
Okay.
13 season, 14 Super Bowl. 15 we lost the playoffs. 14 we lost the playoffs. 15 we went. So it was a year gap.
A year gap.
We won. So then we have Flow Rider, right? And nobody wanted to listen to Apple Bottom Jeans Boots with the fur.
Yeah.
Like that's cool, but
But you're just hopped up
you know
anyway.
what I'm saying? We just lit anyway. So
Yeah, no, it don't
we
matter.
drinking, we having a good time, da da da. So then they say, yo, Lil Wayne's at so and so club down in Frisco. So we like, fuck it, let's go. And it's like a 45-minute drive from Santa Clara.
Oh, yeah, it don't matter.
We was going, but on the way there, I got so sleepy. I was like, yo, I'm fucking exhausted. So we go to the club. It's packed, like shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah,
it's
facts.
not even fun.
Yeah.
So like, let's go home, bro. Let's go home. So we didn't party as much as we should have, but after that, the festivities began. We went to Vegas.
the feeling though, like, is it more like relief, like that you actually accomplished it, or is it more like, oh
Yeah,
my
for
god, I
you
can't believe I
personally.
did it?
For me personally, it
Yeah.
wasn't relief because I was my 4th year, right? I went to 2 Super Bowls in 4 years, right? Which is fucking crazy.
Not bad odds.
That's not bad.
Pretty good.
50-50 chance of going to the Super Bowl this year.
Pretty good. Hey, pretty good.
But
So
also,
it might have been relief for Peyton because it was like, cool, I finally got another one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
outside of Indy.
Yeah, he got the Broncos
I
one.
got
Yeah.
another
Yeah.
one, right? So I mean, after that, look, let me tell you something, and you could talk to my boys about this. We probably got the most ass ever after winning the Super Bowl.
Of course.
Warranted.
Of course.
Crazy.
You're the NFL
It was
champ.
Everyone wants some.
crazy.
If regular civilians can get asked for buying a table at a nightclub, you better for winning the Super Bowl.
Oh
If
my
you can get ass like excess on a Sunday,
Yeah.
you won
Yeah.
the Super Bowl.
But it was different. It was like a different energy. Like, it was just a different energy. That was probably the funnest year of my life, 2016.
How old were you?
Oh, shit. I was 22 when I got in the league. At
26?
2012. Yeah, like 26, bro.
So think about 26.
26 was my
top
favorite
of
year.
the
26,
world,
27 my
top
favorite year.
of NFL kind of pinnacle stardom. You just won the most pinnacle thing you could do. What else? Can you imagine?
Bro, I'd wild out.
No, I can't.
Are you
imagine, unfortunately, because
crazy?
I'm a civilian.
Yeah.
You know,
No, it was fun, bro.
I'm the your guy playing fantasy football. over there,
But
you know?
real quick, walk me through. So you've lost the Super Bowl. You get there again. Now you run through a tunnel. You're playing in this game. You guys led that whole game,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
As you should have, to be honest.
Yeah.
What's that like? Like, yo, we're winning the Super Bowl. Yes, yo, we got this. We got this.
I'll tell you when we knew we was going to win. Well, first of all, during the week, we had a defensive meeting. Akib said, he was like, look, y'all. He said, look, I need y'all to go to your iPad. And because obviously the Panthers was killing it, right?
Yeah.
Cam Newton MVP. He was scoring all these
Superman.
fucking touchdowns and shit. He was like, yo, look at all of these. Oh, wow. He said, look at all of these teams that they played all year. Look at all the defenses. So we looked at the iPad and was like, yo, they didn't play anybody defensively that's as good as us.
Right.
So we're like, oh, if we're going to kill these guys, right? The offense was so simple. It was very simple, but they was killing people. So, and we had the pieces to, like, shut the shit down. So, we was confident going in the game. We go into the game. Von gets a strip sack, and we score.
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah, I
we're up
remember that one.
10-0. And I was like, oh, it's over.
Yeah.
That's when I knew. I'm like, oh, that's ball game. Because I could just kind of feel the energy.
Sure.
I'm like, that's fucking ball game. And then so, Cam Newton, I don't know if y'all remember when he got stripped again and he didn't necessarily go for the ball.
Yeah, I remember
Oh,
that.
yeah,
It was
yeah.
everywhere.
I was like, oh, yeah, he's out of it mentally, bro. He's not there. Like, how do you not go for
He
the ball?
feels that pressure. He feels the pressure.
How do you not do that?
I can't imagine the pressure you feel when you're playing in the Super Bowl of like this opportunity that you have, and like how it could feel if you don't get it. Like you said, maybe
It's
for
a
you,
pinnacle moment.
For you, it was like the first couple of years, so you were like, oh wow, you know, like getting Super Bowl is not that hard. You know what I mean? Like I'm not
Yeah,
hard. It's
people
not
are.
before, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know why everyone's bitching about this. It's kind of like work, you know. But I feel like once you're there, I mean, truly for the majority of players, like the pressure must feel like to not fuck up versus like do really well, right? Like, you know, sometimes you play to win, but sometimes you play not to lose. And it's like, I mean, I just don't want to. I don't want to be the reason we lose this, right? I don't want to be the reason we mess this up.
I'm gonna be real, bro. I've developed a certain mindset to where I don't let that affect me. Because a lot of people do, though. They're like, damn, I don't want to fuck up. What if this? What if that? What if X,
You got to play like it's another game.
You got to just throw it all out and just focus on each play at a time. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of people that the pressure
Easier
gets,
said than done in the Super Bowl, though, for sure.
Yeah, but a lot of people, the pressure gets to them. But like, if you
That's
could just
mental training.
It's mental. If you focus on the moment, you just got to focus on each moment as it comes. Like, I learned it in college. My college coach, I was asking him about how can I be better. He said something very simple. He's like, look, B, he said, if you want to be more consistent, right?
Yeah.
He said, wake up in the morning, brush your teeth. This is verbatim, by the way. Focus on brushing your teeth. Cool. I brushed my teeth. What's next? I got to get dressed. Focus on picking out your clothes. What's next? So each moment you focus on. So I took that to heart, and then I started focus on whatever's in front of me. I try not to look too far ahead or the what ifs or the da-da-da-da. Like, whatever's going to happen is going to happen. But if I focus on my moment and now, I won't get overwhelmed with possibilities.
Yeah.
You feel me? So that's how I fucking
All right, what's one time you wore your Super Bowl ring that you definitely did
I
not?
got to bring it.
No.
Damn.
Oh.
You did not bring a Super Bowl ring.
My
But
bad.
what's
Damn.
one time you brought the ring that you definitely did not have to wear the ring, but you threw it on
flashy.
because you needed to?
I don't even really wear it, bro, to be honest with
Really?
you. Nah.
No?
I don't wear it. I might wear it to, events or
Whatever.
some shit. Fucking
When you
podcast.
got it, did that make it that much more real though?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Dog, like, you see it and you're like, yo, this is crazy.
It's crazy.
It's
Yeah.
crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's fucking.
So
Because even,
unreal.
even if you buy a Super Bowl ring, like someone sells it or whatever it may be too, that's still not. Like
Yeah.
you might have one in your possession, but it's not yours. Like, you know what I'm
It's
saying?
not yours.
Yeah, you didn't earn it.
You
Yeah.
didn't get this Super Bowl ring. Like this is mine. Like,
But he also at the crib. You got the jersey.
Yeah.
You got the cleats.
Yeah.
He has the cleats.
Yeah,
Like
of
he has the
course.
I
whole
got it all.
shit.
So-
Yeah.
also-
wearing those again.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
Super Bowl shit.
Yeah.
Super Bowl shit.
was-
Hey, I'm not gonna lie.
What do you do with the stuff from the losing Super Bowl? You burn that?
I'm not.
No.
That's a wrap. You have it.
Hey, I'm not
got
gonna
it.
lie though. I went to B's house. We went through. He was like, "Yo, y'all want to come see the Super Bowl stuff?" I said,
Yeah.
"Yup,
Sure.
100%, facts." Like, show
The winning
up.
stuff is in the big room, and the losing stuff is like, I'll keep it. It's like in a bathroom or something.
It's in the closet. It's in the closet.
It's in the hamper. It's in the hamper.
Answer above the toilet or something. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just my decor recommendations. You can take it if you want.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
facts.
All right, real quick though, a huge Vegas flex. You officially have your own day
Yes, sir.
in the city of North Las Vegas. How did that happen? And how does this podcast get a day?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna be real, bro.
Plug us.
So how it happened, it was a surprise. So I don't even know necessarily the inner workings behind that. You know what I'm saying?
You just got called like, hey, you're
Nah, so my cousin was like, yo, we having a meeting at whatever, the Pearson Center. Just come through. I'm gonna come pick you up. So I came, I went, and then I walk into a room, and my family's in there, and the fucking mayor, right, the North Las Vegas is in there, and the fucking news crew. I'm like,
no
yo,
heads up, nothing.
What the right?
I thought we were going to Chipotle, guys. What's going on?
So, I just do community work, bro. I just, I donated to the city of North Las Vegas. I usually run a football camp. I do a kickball tournament out here,
Right.
which I'm about to get that shit back going. I love kickball. Y'all should definitely
Kickball. You
come.
should have did the B Marsh versus B Marsh kickball tournament.
That shit would be lit.
I like that.
That's
That should be
on.
dope.
Let's put that on.
Let's
But
do it.
where should we do that at, though?
We can do it here.
Las Vegas.
I do it at the Let's do
Because
it
he's
here.
from Florida, so he probably want to do it.
Everyone wants to come to Vegas.
For sure.
Everybody wants to come
It's
to
your
Vegas.
right.
Yo, here it is.
Exactly.
Everybody.
I got it
Yeah.
already. I got
Everybody
it.
does.
Brandon, we got your rooms at Mandalay Bay. It's
well,
done.
yeah.
That's a great idea, though.
You could do it at the Big League Dreams. You know
Yeah.
those replica baseball stadiums that they play for softball and like the
Yeah.
Little League World Series
Or
here
the
in
Raiders
Vegas.
did-
Order
Is that
the
what
Las
the
Vegas
Raiders
ballpark, the Summerlin Las
Oh
Vegas
my
ballpark.
God.
That's the one.
That's
Duh,
what
that's
Raiders
done.
did.
Done.
That's
Okay.
what they just did that.
Yeah.
Yup.
That's a great idea.
Kickball.
That's it.
Everyone wants to come to Vegas. And everyone's coming to Vegas at some point.
100%.
Each team pay for
Yeah.
whatever amount.
Yeah.
of proceeds go to charity.
And we'll get Brandon Marshall on the pod, and we'll have a Connect 4 battle. You know what I mean?
Settle the bullshit.
Yeah.
Who gets it on their jersey?
Yeah, exactly.
So you gonna change the
Who
name?
gets it on their jersey?
Who's that?
Yeah,
I love
that's
it.
crazy.
I love
that would be
it.
dope though.
Yeah,
Done.
for sure.
But kickball tournaments are my favorite shit ever.
Dope. That's dope.
Like I fucking love it, bro.
Get it
Wait,
started.
hold on. How many kickball tournaments have you
Yeah.
done?
How many games have you played?
Yeah,
What's going
I've
on?
probably done 3 tournaments.
Okay.
I've done 3 tournaments, and so, but I'm about to try to bring it back next year and just make it a little bigger, or the end of this year.
Sounds like a great way to
Hold
just
on,
pull
so,
a hamstring.
So if you love kickball this much, you've only done 3 tournaments. How often you play Connect 4?
I play. You know what? I don't even play that much, but I just have a strategy.
You're just
Okay.
confident.
There is a
Yeah.
strategy
It's
if you
good.
follow
Yeah.
it.
He's
Yeah.
just
fucking
confident.
good.
I'm not
He's
gonna
just
lie.
confident.
On Taco Tuesdays, we play spades. We play beer ball. We don't
Yeah.
play Connect 4.
Nah, we haven't.
We don't have to do that though.
Yeah, because he doesn't want to display his strategy. He's saving it for the big game. He's saving it for the big moment. He knew he was going to have a name challenge
Yeah.
one day. He wanted
Yeah.
to put his
But
back
The
pocket.
craziest thing is about this kickball tournament I put on. I've never won it.
What?
No.
It's crazy.
Oh,
I bring,
no.
I bring out my athlete friends, and I've never won. Like we have the best athletes, but so what I've learned in watching right my own tournament is it's about the pitcher.
Okay.
So
Who rolls the right way?
oh my! So we played this team, or this team won.
I
And
love this kickball strategy. I love this.
This team won, and if you look at them, like the optics of it, like they don't look athletic at all.
Sure.
But their pitcher is amazing. They actually play in the kickball league.
He had the scouting report. Yeah.
Yo, they won. I'm telling you. So it's like, okay, cool. I got to get a great pitcher, really.
Yeah.
But we've never won. I'm like, how do I have a tournament and I've never won that?
Yeah, that's wild.
Well, if we put on this massive Brandon Marshall versus Brandon Marshall squared kickball tournament hosted by the Residency Podcast, we need some tryouts,
For
some
sure.
official ones, all right?
Exactly, yeah, so you can
By the way, amazing that you've reached the point of success in your life and that you do give back
Yeah.
to the city, to Vegas in general, North Las Vegas in general, where you grew up, where you
Yeah.
came back to live. So, I mean, that's incredible because I think that's a very good for everyone to do. But when you reach a level of success like you have, that's obviously just a major component. So
Appreciate it.
we all appreciate that. That's incredible moves. So just so you guys can hear it, the William Marshall Cares Leadership Program
Yes, sir.
is the fund, right?
Yep, it's a leadership program, and so it's a mentorship program essentially. So I have kids take at-risk youth, and it's really a career exposure programs because a lot of kids that I take where they're from, they might have a mindset of this where they can only play sports or whatever the case may be. But
Right.
I take them to meet different professionals, right? People that own podcasts, accountants, whatever, to really expand their mind.
100%.
To say, you know what? There's more than there's more than one way to skin a cat. I could be successful in all of these different ways, right?
Yeah.
And I was thinking when I was talking, because I took them to Dallas. So every year I take them on a trip, a career exposure trip. We took them to Dallas this year. We took them to they toured the Cowboy Stadium. We went to my friend's gym, Akeem Talib, da-da-da. But it's crazy because so we talked about Plan A. We talked about this on the trip, right? Plan A versus Plan, or Plan A, the whole Plan
Yeah.
B shit. But I don't want to create confusion to them because it is a career exposure program to like let you know like there's so many things in this big world, right? Outside of Vegas, right? So
How can they have a plan A if they're not exposed to enough things to decide what it is, though? And
True.
100%.
that is true.
I
because-
truly believe what you're doing
Yeah.
is very valuable because
Yeah.
most people just assume that things aren't attainable or
Yeah.
it seems too daunting to realize. And once you
True.
touch an accountant,
It's exposure.
or anyone else, and maybe like, oh wow, that's
Yeah.
cool. This is a real person.
Yeah.
I could do this. Someone
Right.
could listen to me. And
I
and
like that because I get the kids because I play. So they play football and I get them because obviously
Right.
they want to get to where I reach, right? So that's cool. I put them in front of the Chris Harrises, the Keep Talibs, the guys. We take them through workouts, da 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 da. But the meat and potatoes of the program is, we take them each once a week when it's program time, and I sit them in front of, one time we sit them in front of a barber who started off cutting hair. And now he owns 2 barber schools and like 3 barbershops.
Who's probably killing it.
Killing
Crushing
Yeah.
it. Yeah,
He's
for
fucking
sure.
killing it,
Yeah.
right? So to expand their mind to say, yo, I could, because I'm sure their parents don't necessarily have maybe the time or the knowledge
Sure,
or whatever
sure.
to, to
Or
let
the
them-
network.
Or the network.
Yeah.
I have the network, right? So, it's truly, I'm trying to take these kids to another level. Not saying like, yo, you should focus on your dreams for sure.
But there's a bigger world out
it's
there.
a bigger world.
But if you have choices to choose from, and then you choose
Yeah.
one thing, that's when you can confidently decide that this is what I want to focus my time on because I have explored other options, and it's like, all right, cool, now I know.
Right,
This is
right.
cool to see this. It's great to touch that, but now I know that this is where my path is, or it's this way or that way too.
And they have to know, like, look, football will end one day. We
will.
all can't play sports our whole lives. It's just we can't do that, right? So
Or if you're Jeff, you just can't play.
Yeah, I mean, look at low.
And you just play fantasy football. Dude.
Fantasy football.
Guy plays one pickup game a lifetime. Thinks he's over here, 35-year-old athlete. All right. Good Lord, trying out for the Big 3 league or something. There's no Ice Cube calling you. Let me tell you that right now.
You need me.
Let me tell you right now. Where can they check out the William Marshall Cares?
yeah, so I mean, I actually just, which is crazy. I've had my foundation for years. I just haven't had a website. So I just got the the GoDaddy. It's WMC. Cares.com.
Cool.
Just wait a little bit for us to really.
We'll
get it
connect. I
going.
got you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Done.
Dial it in.
Done.
Yeah.
It's very cool. Awesome episode. We appreciate you coming on. We end the episode with this segment every single time that the listeners love called Eat a Drink, a Binge It, where we recommend something to eat, drink, or binge. Drew, kick it off, bro.
Well, I'm starting?
Come on, Drew.
Yeah.
Good,
Yeah,
'cause
let's
I
go.
got my list fucking written down.
Just dialed in.
USA's
USA just scored a goal in soccer.
Shout out to Giassi.
if
I know
anyone cares
Giassi is
about
my
that.
dog.
Okay.
Zardes family. What up, Gabe?
Oh my God! At the end of the game, wow. Okay, that's great.
USA is this the World Cup? Oh wait, no, it's the Olympics.
The Gold Cup, whatever that means.
Classic.
Oh, it's not even the Olympics.
Not the World Cup.
What are we doing?
All right, so I ate today
What'd you
at Good Pie downtown. They have a stuffed Detroit pizza.
Okay.
So Detroit pizza is cooked in a pan. It's good. It's got crispy edges. Phenomenal. But this one is stuffed. So it's like there's chicken parmesan and bacon and ranch
Where's this
stuffed
at?
in the middle downtown. It's called
Downtown?
Good
Okay.
Pie.
Good
really
Pie.
good pizza.
I love goodbye.
But yeah, Detroit
crispy
stuffed chicken bacon ranch pizza. Phenomenal.
I didn't know
got you.
Detroit had a style. I'm not gonna lie.
I didn't
Yeah,
know
yeah.
that. That was
They're cooked
Brooklyn.
they're cooked in
New
blue
York,
steel pans.
Chicago.
It's actually
Chicago.
my favorite style of pizza. Detroit style pizza.
All right, there it
All
is.
right, Lo, what do you got? What are you eating?
So I've been making my own overnight oats.
I like overnight. Oh, your own though.
Not
My
the
own,
brand,
though.
but making your own.
Yeah, I'm making my own, guys. You buy the oats.
So MacGyver of you.
This is Chef Loyardee, bro.
Chef
Come on,
Loyardee's
man.
nuts, fool. Get
Yeah,
outta here.
yeah, exactly. So oats, almond milk, cinnamon, and a little bit of agave. Hello, I'm
No
fucking
protein
fancy.
powder?
Okay.
No protein powder on
No
these.
gains, huh?
Yeah.
No gains on these. This is
seems
just my
very
little quick morning thing.
Carb, sweet, healthy. You know
Put them in the fridge overnight. You put them in like a little nice mason jar that you could buy from Smith's, and they're fire.
I feel like you saw this on Pinterest.
Very trendy.
It's very Pinteresty, but I'm not a big Pinterest or TikTok.
It's essentially the
guy.
breakfast version of your Starbucks drinks.
It is.
what I
It is
see,
for
right?
sure.
All right.
But overnight oats, make your own, make them at home, and they're fucking delicious. Great start to the day.
All right, Brandon. What's your recommendation
What are you
on
eating,
on
bro?
Eat
eating
it.
It could be a restaurant,
Whatever,
or
whatever you're eating.
It's something I've been having in my mind. I'm probably gonna get it after this. It's Big Jerk.
Jerk is fire.
Yeah.
Big Jerk is fire.
So good. Here in Vegas, there are
And-
two,
and
two
Quinn's my-
locations.
Does
in
Quentin
Vegas, right?
still?
Quinn's my guy too.
Does he still
so-
own it? Is one of the owners?
Yeah,
Okay, got it.
absolutely,
Yeah.
That's my guy, so I got to pub him.
Super.
Big Jerk, man.
The plantains at Big Jerk are fire.
Fucking crazy.
The rib.
So
you gotta
good.
get the rib and then the chicken combo.
They expanded like crazy. I remember they had the little food truck on MLK,
Yep.
right by Mario's West Side
Yeah,
Market, and then
yep.
they got the one on Bermuda and Silverado Ranch, and now they just
Yep.
moved to the new one on Sahara.
Sahara's like a lounge now.
Yeah, bro,
So
liquor
it was
license,
popping during-
lounge, it's
it
crazy.
was like balloons.
I walked by that, I walked by that motherfucker. I was like, what is going on in there?
Going
It's
crazy.
crazy, yeah.
Good
That's
for
a
them.
lot. All right, mine's real quick. But yo, Costco, I don't go a lot, but new joint. Have you ever had the Kirkland dumplings?
I don't even have a fucking membership.
Bro, Costco dumplings are fire.
Like
Little
what do you,
fire.
what's in the dumpling? Like chicken, shrimp?
Like a
What you
soup
talking
dumpling
about?
or
Vegetable?
No,
like a pot
I got
sticker?
the beef ones, beef dumpling.
Beef dumplings. Like gyoza.
Yeah.
Okay.
They
Fire.
sounds horrible.
Amazing.
It sounds-
Absolutely amazing. Drew's one of those things, he'll say something tastes like shit, and then he'll go out and buy McDonald's. Fucking
Yeah,
that's
for
pretty
sure,
fire.
for sure.
Yeah.
All right, what do you got? What are you drinking?
All right,
drinking?
drinking the new High Noons came out. I don't know if you guys have tried them, the tropical ones. So a big High Noon.
What is High Noon?
The seltzers.
Okay.
It is the
Seltzer.
best seltzer on the market by far. Not sponsored, but can be sponsored if you want to.
Yeah.
So the tropical ones, passion fruit or mango are the new additions, but pineapple and watermelon are in there as well.
Okay.
I like it. Well, what do you got? What are you drinking?
All right. So I'm going to Miami this week, right?
Fucking guys in Miami
You-
once
so
a
alcohol,
month.
alcohol's your drink.
But, all right, but nobody can find tequilas anywhere, right?
What?
Don Julio just launched a new
I
Don
haven't tried
Julio
it.
Primavera,
Yeah.
right? So that's what I'm gonna be ordering. Yeah, so there's new with Don Julio. So you can't get 42 anywhere right now.
Yeah.
You can barely get Anejos or
Primavera's supposed to be
Reposados.
good.
So I'm gonna try the Don Julio
you
Primavera.
have it yet or no? You
I haven't.
plan
No,
on
but that's
it?
my
Is
goal.
it a white? Is a white?
No.
A white
No,
tequila?
it's like a Anejo
It's Anejo,
blend.
yeah.
Okay, yeah. I
Yeah.
only
Blend
like
with
dark
what,
tequila.
You know?
It's so what they do is they
trendy.
call it
You
a
got the
mejor. So this very, very liquor talk for you. Anytime they try to blend something that if they don't let it age long enough because they have demand, they'll call it a Don Julio Mejor. They'll do a tequila Mejor where they take the Reposado at that age and the Añejo at the age and blend it and go, all right, this is the new product.
Yeah.
So I want to try and see how it is.
Crazy.
It's supposed to be good. I heard it's good.
That's crazy.
All right,
Well,
what do you
I've
got?
never had
High noon.
High Noon, but I like the cacti seltzer.
You do?
You like cacti?
We
cacti.
fucking clowned
Okay.
him.
We clowned
I thought
them.
they're
We clowned
trash.
them,
Maybe
bro.
because I just like tequila. It might not even be
But
that
it's not
good.
even tequila.
See,
It's beer.
It's
Cacti?
beer bait.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
Are you serious?
They
It's
just trick you
sweet-
because they
it's
say
sweet.
agave.
It's
Don't-
sweetened with agave
sweetened with
nectar.
agave.
Yeah, if you like tequila,
You got Travis Scott placebo
Yeah.
affected.
Wow.
I'm wearing Travis Scott.
Yeah,
I've never drank the
because everything
Kool-Aid.
Travis Scott does is tight.
I've never drank the Kool-Aid
You
of the whole
did.
Travis Scott, but I did with the cacti. Are
cacti
you serious?
trash.
It's beer?
It's beer based.
beer based.
That's why it tastes like beer almost.
All right, do you want to blow your mind right now? Guess who
Yeah.
owns cacti?
Anheuser-Busch.
Anheuser-Busch.
Budweiser.
Anheuser-Busch.
It's literally Bud Light Seltzer repackaged, which is fucking
It's
trash.
all good. It's all good.
We've tried them all. So if you like tequila, there's a one called Mamitas,
Try
which
that
is a
one.
tequila-based seltzer.
It's a tequila
Brody
seltzer.
Jenner from the
Mamitas.
Hills.
Okay,
Mamitas,
cool.
phenomenal.
It's really
good. Mamitas.
It
Got
literally
finesse.
tastes like tequila, but it's got pineapple. There's a mango. Phenomenal. If you like
got
tequila.
finesse.
But we, yeah,
it's good.
they got you, bro.
I got
they
a
got
tequila.
you. They got you.
I got a competing tequila for this time though too.
All right.
Fire and a great name. Tears of Llorona tequila.
Where'd you find this shit?
Where is this
Fire.
shit at, bro?
Just tequila, homie. Distributor.
Does your friend
people.
own it?
Distributed.
No, not at all. It's
Okay.
expensive. It's like retail, like $2.30 a
Oh
bottle.
my god.
It's bomb.
All right.
Really?
And I don't even drink tequila straight at all. Like I don't really sip on it. Very
Yeah.
good. Tears of Llorona. If you're gonna buy Primavera or 42, you're just in the same boat. So Tears of Llorona, if you want a luxury
All right,
tequila
all right.
experience, it's extra añejo. So
Okay.
it's like super dark.
Yeah.
All right, what do you got? What are you binging?
So I'm binging the new album from Mike, the artist.
I
The
love
artist
it.
formerly known as Mike Stud. Very Post Malone-ish, very Khalid-ish, very singy. If you like that, like pop,
Yeah, I
hip
love that
hop
shit.
singy type shit.
I like to be emo.
Yeah, or the new
white
one,
rapper
what
vibes.
is it?
White rapper vibes.
Kid Leroy, is that his name?
Yeah, I love
Kid
Kid
Leroy.
Leroy.
Yeah, very similar to that. It's fire. It's
Dope.
Mike the Highs.
All right, what do you got? What are you
So
binging?
I just got somebody else's Hulu account to start watching Hulu.
What's her name?
Hi. Chill. So I wanted it because I wanted to watch Dave's season 2 because I love Dave.
Sure.
Lil
Classic.
Dicky, his show.
Yeah.
It's really dope. But they got this new series coming. Paul McCartney and Rick Rubin are doing like this kind of like journey through Paul McCartney's career. It's very like documentary. It's
Right.
called McCartney 321. So that's how I'm gonna be binging.
Okay. I love Rick Rubin.
Yeah, Rick
Very
Rubin is
entertaining.
money, bro.
I watched some
OG.
of his old docs where he did stuff with Jay-Z were amazing. He's
Yeah,
just such a
it's
crazy
incredible.
guy.
So
All right.
I'm gonna go with Hulu, like my guy.
Okay.
Okay.
And I binged The Handmaid's Tale.
Fire, right?
Really?
You like it?
Fucking
Hey, crazy,
fire.
The
right?
Handmaid's
telling you,
Tale.
fire.
How close does it seem to
Sometimes
like
if you look at
reality now?
someone-
Crazy.
Sometimes you look at someone, you cannot tell what they're actually watching.
I cannot picture Brandon on the couch at home in his bed watching Handmaid's Tale, eating some
but
Mike
check
and
this out, though.
Ike's.
Check this out. It's my girl. Yeah, I live with my girl, right? She fucking was like, yo,
My wife loves the show, by the way.
So does my
watch
girl.
this. Dog. I'm sitting there watching. I'm like, what is this? I'm like, yo, it's crazy.
And now it seems like it could like maybe be reality.
What
show.
is Handmaid's Tale,
Bro,
bro?
go
Put
home
me
and
on
watch
game.
it, dog, I
What is
promise.
it? What am I watching?
You have a Hulu account, click on it. Go ahead and do it.
Watch it, bro.
All right, my binge is actually a show called Hannah on Amazon.
Hannah Montana?
Okay.
And it's like, unfortunately, no. It's about like spy, like these, like raising these girls from birth to be like training them to be spies their entire life, and like
Okay.
how secret spies
I
look
like
like.
that.
It's sick.
Okay.
It's real dope. It's called Hannah. It's on Amazon for people who have graduated to Amazon low.
I'm gonna guess Amazon. I don't like
Guys, as always, thank you for checking in. Brandon Marshall, thank you for coming by. At B
done.
Marshall on Instagram, at the Residency Pod on Instagram. Hit us up as always. We'll see you next week.
We're done.
that. Yep.